Public meeting of the Board of Education of Clark Public Schools that have been noticed in this meeting has been given according to PL 1975, Chapter 231, and the special notice was made before the mentioned section of the Act. So we stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Results from the November 7th, 2024 election. Megan Harris received 2,133 votes. Stephen Dunkerson, 2,040 votes. Robert Greedy, 1,978 votes. Rob Kerr Patel, 890 votes, and there were 47 write-ins. We will now swear in the new elected board members. Please rise. Raise your right hand.
I, Robert Greedy,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state, under the authority of the people, so help me God.
Congratulations. If you can please just sign where it says board member signature, pass it on to me. Thank you. We will now take roll call.
I missed this.
Ms. Aguilonis.
Here.
Mr. Pennsylvania.
Here.
Mr. Bowen.
Here.
Mr. Greedy.
Here.
Ms. Guerrero.
Here.
Ms. Harris.
Here.
Ms. Hickman.
Here.
Mr. Lewis.
Here.
Mrs. Morrow.
Here.
And Mr. Bunderberg. Okay, board members, we have a quorum. Can we have a motion to go into executive session?
Motion.
Ms. Guerrero, can I have a second, please?
Second.
Ms. Aguilonis, thank you. Into executive session at 5:37. Okay, can we have a motion to return to public session?
Motion.
Ms. Guerrero, can I have a second, please?
Second.
This is a public meeting of the Board of Education of Clark Public Schools. Adequate notice of this meeting will be given in accordance with PL 1975, Chapter 231, that a special notice was made in accordance with Section 13 of the Act. Can we stand?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Aguilonis.
Here.
Mr. Pennsylvania.
Here.
Mr. Bowen.
Here.
Mr. Greedy.
Here.
Ms. Guerrero.
Here.
Ms. Harris.
Here.
Ms. Hickman.
Here.
Mr. Lewis.
Here.
Mrs. Morrow.
Here.
And Mr. Douglas.
Here.
Having 10 board members, we have a quorum. We will now proceed to nomination, election of president for 2024. Can we have a motion for president? Ms. Aguilonis,
I nominate Steve Dunkersley.
Second.
who seconded? Mr. Greedy, thank you. Are there any other nominations for office of president? All right, seeing none, we have a motion to close the nomination for president. Ms. Harrison, second. Ms. Guerrero, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We will now take a roll call for Mr. Dunkerson for president of the Board of Ed. Ms. Aguilonis.
Yes.
Mr. Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Mr. Bowen.
Yes.
Mr. Greedy.
Yes.
Ms. Guerrero.
Yes.
Ms. Harrison.
Yes.
Ms. Hickman.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mrs. Morrow.
Yes.
And Mr. Dunkerson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Be resolved by the Board of Education, Township of Clark, that Steve Dunkerson is hereby elected president of the Clark Board of Education. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We now move on to nomination of Vice President of 2024. Can I have a motion, please? Robert Morrow.
I nominate Mr. Tom Lewis for Vice President.
Have a second.
Second.
Ms. Aguilonis. Are there any other nominations for office of president? Seeing none, we will close that portion. Have a nomination, close the nomination. Ms. Hickman, have a second, please.
Second.
Mr. Brady, all in favor?
Aye.
Now we'll take a roll call. Ms. Akalonis?
Yes.
Mr. Benson?
Yes.
Mr. Bone?
Yes.
Mr. Frieden?
Yes.
Ms. Guerrero?
Yes.
Ms. Harris?
Yes.
Ms. Hickman?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis? Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Smurl?
Yes.
And Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Be resolved by the Board of Education, Township of Clark, that Thomas Lewis is hereby elected Vice President of Clark Board of Education. Congratulations. We now move on to the Member of Code of Ethics. Have a motion, please. Mr. Dr. Sloot. Have a second, please. Second. Ms. Guerrero. So be resolved by the Board of Education, Township of Clark, that the Board of Education acknowledges receipt of the Code of Ethics for school board members, and each board member agrees to abide by the Code of Ethics. Ms. Akalonis.
Yes.
Ms. Bensavinga.
Yes.
Mr. Bone.
Yes.
Mr. Breedy.
Yes.
Ms. Guerrero.
Yes.
Ms. Harrison.
Yes.
Ms. Hickman.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Smurl.
Yes.
And Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Motion carried. Mr. President, it's all yours.
Thank you. All right, so moving on, we'll move to the approval of minutes. Can I get a motion for last month? Ms. Akalonis, followed by Ms. Harrison. Are there any questions or comments on the minutes? Seeing none, can we get a roll call?
Ms. Akalonis.
Yes.
Mr. Bensavinga.
Yes.
Mr. Bone.
Yes.
Mr. Breedy.
Yes.
Ms. Guerrero.
Yes.
Ms. Harrison.
Yes.
Ms. Hickman.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Smurl.
Yes.
And Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. At this time, we'll open it to the floor to the public for agenda items only. So if there's anybody in the public that would like to bring up any of the agenda items, now would be the time. All right, so seeing none, we'll move on to the next section. We have personnel items 1 through 5. Can I get a motion? Mr. Lewis, followed by Ms. Hickman. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Ms. Akalonis.
Yes.
Mr. Bensavinga.
Yes.
Mr. Bone.
Yes.
Mr. Breedy.
Yes.
Ms. Guerrero.
Abstain on 2, yes on the rest.
Thank you. Ms. Harrison.
Yes.
Ms. Hickman.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Smurl.
Yes.
And Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Then we're going to move to curriculum and education. We have items 6 through 7. Can I get a motion? Ms. Akalonis, followed by Ms. Harrison. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, roll call.
Ms. Akalonis.
Yes.
Mr. Bensavinga.
Yes.
Mr. Bone.
Yes.
Mr. Breedy.
Yes.
Ms. Guerrero.
Abstain on 6, yes on 7.
Thank you. Ms. Harrison.
Yes.
Ms. Hickman.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Smurl.
Yes.
And Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Then we have policy items 8 and 9. Can I get a motion? Mr. Bensavenga, followed by Mr. Bohm. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Ms. Akalonis.
Yes.
Mr. Bensavinga.
Yes.
Mr. Bone.
Yes.
Mr. Breedy.
Yes.
Ms. Guerrero.
Yes.
Ms. Harrison.
Yes.
Ms. Hickman.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Smurl.
Yes.
And Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Motion carried.
On board governance, we have items 10 through 14, and we're going to administratively remove items 11 and 12. So we have items 10, 13, and 14. Can I get a motion? Mr. Bensavenga, followed by Ms. Hickman. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Ms. Akalonis.
Yes.
Mr. Bensavinga.
Yes.
Mr. Bone.
Yes.
Mr. Breedy.
Yes.
Mr. Guerrero.
Yes on 10, abstain on 13 and 14.
Thank you. Ms. Harrison.
Yes.
Ms. Hickman.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Smurl.
Yes.
And Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Now we have finance items 15 to 21. A motion, Mr. Smurl, followed by Ms. Guerrero. Any questions or comments? Roll call.
Ms. Akalonis.
Yes.
Mr. Bensavinga.
Yes.
Mr. Bone.
Yes.
Mr. Breedy.
Yes.
Mr. Guerrero.
Yes.
Ms. Harrison.
Yes.
Ms. Hickman.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Smurl.
Yes.
And Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. At this time, we'll hand it over to Mr. Grande for the report of the superintendent.
Happy New Year, everyone. Congratulations to President Mr. Donkersloot and Vice President Mr. Lewis, and many congratulations to Mr. Breedy, Mr. Donkersloot, and Mrs. Harrison on your re-election, and welcome back Ms. Guerrero as our Harvard WAC rep. On this evening's agenda, we're approving the return of Camp Invention, our STEAM program, which will be offered July 22nd through 26th at a cost of $300 per student entering grades 1 to 6 in September. With the beginning of the new calendar year, it's hard to believe that we're already planning for next school year. For example, the budgeting process led by Mr. Vizzuzo, through which our finance committee of the board, our administrators, and with staff input will help guide us financially in the new school year. At the high school level, our program of studies is our central curriculum document. The ALJ administrative team and our school counseling department is leading us through those revision processes, and I'd like to thank Mrs. Oliveira and Mr. Amendola for leading us through as we work through those processes. And lastly, we are so proud of you, Abigail, on your getting into Georgetown. That's really such a
Wow.
huge accomplishment for ALJ. And you continue to make us, not only what you do with your own peer, what you do in the classroom, you made us so proud.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you, and have a good rest of your evening.
Thanks, Ed. All right, so moving on, we'll do the report of the committees. Do you have any report of the committees?
Well,
Ms. Aguilar?
yes, just to reiterate some of the things that Mr. Grande said, there was a curriculum instruction and technology meeting a couple of weeks ago, and we did receive guidance from Tara and Andrew regarding the course of studies in the honors program. And it was administratively removed, as you can see, because the board finds that there needs to be some further discussion. So with that, after this meeting, we're going back into private to discuss, a few items that need some more discussion. And then from what I understand, and I may be wrong, but before the end of January, there will be a special meeting where we can vote on the program of studies, because it's necessary for students to start to be scheduled for next year, because it's a very difficult task, and students have to be counseled appropriately to all of their academics. So we will pay close attention to what we have to do in order for the high school administration and guidance to do what they have to do as well. So this is all for the benefit of all of our students and the parents. So everybody will be appropriately informed at our next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Akalonis. Any other committee reports? Seeing none. New business or unfinished business? Seeing none, we'll hand it over to our student member, Abigail.
Hi, thank you, and Happy New Year, everyone. I'll begin with events at the high school. Auditions for the spring musical Mean Girls were held before break, and rehearsals are underway. The Science Olympiad travels to their first competition this Friday. The boys and girls basketball seasons have started, and both are well underway, along with the ice hockey and swimming seasons. Peer tutoring from the National Honor Society continues to be held during lunch periods, providing students access to free tutoring. Ms. Donaldson was named the National Honor Society Teacher of the Year by the club's senior members, and the Tomorrow's Teachers class visited Kumpf Middle School on December 19th to get experience in the classroom by visiting 2 classes. The second marking period concludes at the end of January, and many students will be starting a new set of elective classes. Moving on to Kumpf, a team from New Jersey Schools to Watch visited in December, and at the end of January, they will be notified if the school has received its Redesignation 3 status. On January 10th, the Kumpf Science Olympiad team will be competing at NJIT. A teleconference with author Gordon Cordman, writer of Kumpf's students' summer novel Linked, will be held on January 22nd. The second marking period at Kumpf ends on January 31st. Over at Valley Elementary School, December was a busy month. The PTA holiday shop was set up where students could shop and get presents wrapped. The holiday concert was held with Ms. Sauer as director, both in the morning and the next evening. The PTA provided a holiday staff luncheon and class parties to celebrate the winter holidays. Coming up this month, a laser light show that was postponed from December will be held on the 19th, and there will be a bingo night for children the same night, sponsored by the PTA. The January 26th is the day of a painting night run by Miss Kennedy for grades K through 2, and the 31st is math night, again for grades K through 2, where children get to do math-related activities and games together. Finally, over at Henley, the first scholastic trimester ended in December. There was a holiday shop with students able to purchase gifts, a winter concert was held both during the school day and in the evening, and students enjoyed class movies and holiday parties in the days leading up to winter break. That is all I have for this month's report. Thank you.
Thanks, Abigail. All right, so at this time, we will open it up to the public for any non-agenda items. So any items you'd like to bring up that are not on the agenda, now would be your time. You have 3 minutes. If you come up, please state your name, your address for the record, and 3 minutes. Anybody? Mr. Dragy? Podium, yes.
My name is Bill Draghi. I live at 47 Post Road, Clark, New Jersey. I really object to Governor Murphy's laws that came into effect a couple of years ago about teaching, having to teach LGBTQ subjects to the children and talking about their sex and all that. What he is doing is taking away parental rights by doing things like this and preventing the parents from knowing what their children are thinking and stuff, and telling the teachers not to tell the parents if their child is thinking about changing their sex. And even probably giving growth hormones to the children that are thinking this way without telling the children. That is terrible. And also under law, which is probably even worse than that, is to teach the students about pregnant young girls in high school probably about whether they should have an abortion or not and how to think about this. All these subjects like this are dealing with a person's religion. And by going against the family's religion, the child's religion, that is really not allowed by the Constitution. And the parent and the teacher would have a right to go against Murphy's Law, actually, and tell the parents about this. And I hope at least, if they don't do that, if they don't come out right out and say what they're doing, they would at least tell them secretively if their child is thinking about changing their sex and stuff. It's so ridiculous. Really what it should be is reading, writing, and arithmetic. That's it. And anything dealing with the religion or subjects like that should not be taught at all, because it's really going against the religion of the parents and the students. And most of the students are Christians and Jews and probably Muslims too. I don't know how many of them would be in the school, and all of these religions are against homosexuality, against abortion. It's right in the fifth commandment, thou shalt not kill. So it's so obvious that this is against their religion, and it's in the Bible all over the place.
Mr. Draghi, that's your 3 minutes. Thank you. Are there any other comments from the public on non-agenda items? All right, so seeing none, we'll close that part of the call. Mr. Vizzuto, we need a motion to go back into Mr. Small, yes.
Yeah, just want to make one comment. Abigail, on behalf of the board, I just want to congratulate you. First of all, it's a great name. I have a granddaughter, Abigail. I hope she's half as smart as you are. But that's just a spectacular accomplishment to go to a school like Georgetown. We're proud here at Johnson for all the schools our kids go to, but we do stick our chest out a little bit more when it's a school like Georgetown. So congratulations, you're living proof that if you apply yourself, the programs that we have here at ALJ will get you where you need to be academically and get you into the types of schools that our students want to go to. So congratulations, we couldn't be more proud of you.
All right, so seeing none, we need a motion to go back into exec.
Motion.
Motion.
Second, Lewis and Ms. Guerrero.
So at this time, we're going to go back into exec.
7:22. All in favor?
Aye.
No action will be taken.
No action will be taken.